from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Carr now on 1st down. It's complete to Williams. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
For Josh Jacobs.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Less than a yard.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll run for it with fullback Sherman. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
First and goal from just inside the 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First and 10.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
Here's a give to Barkley.
At the 44-yard line.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Barkley on the carry.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
A loss of 9.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
At their own 28-yard.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 11 now. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's caught by Aguilar. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 6.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
And first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
For number 80.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
23-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Right at the 40. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry. So it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes flush to his right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Chiefs nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They keep it on the ground again with a fullback Sherman. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
a quick hitter to Sherman, the fullback. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big one.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sacked by Max Crosby.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
I know it's a little bit of a cliche to talk about all the tight ends who are really wide receivers in the NFL, but Travis Kelce fits that perfectly. He led all tight ends last season with over 1,200 yards receiving, 4th in the NFL. I think he's one of the gold standards in the league for the tight end position, and I don't know if anyone has any more fun playing the game than Travis Kelce.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another's.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and his Vegas offense operate. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. It's Williams on the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Josh Jacobs, the ball.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Matt Judon. Derek Carr sacked. A loss of 7.
You called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And the Las Vegas.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
His throw incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there.
Barkley on the
Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Mahomes sacked.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
By the Raiders.
And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His Bible?
And he's going to go down. they sack him back right around the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Carr to throw again. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Recovered by the Chiefs.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. The Broncos trying to hold on and claim victory. From there,
due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Daniel Carlson, the kicker.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
4 yards.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete to
Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
14.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Hardman on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here,
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They're going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. K.J. Wright make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And it's 3.
Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
22 yards there, a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Now Carr throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the... window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Good go.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Matt Judon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Matt Weil now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Nelson Aguilar, his first touch. Down on the year. as his guys are able to regain the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Hardman on the return. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cut.
And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
The second down pass. A fumble on the play.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked... to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there, and what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone and bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. They begin with a run by Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception.